Alo, apa kabar?
Apa kabar.
Yeah, how are you?
Apa kabar.
I actually forget what language. Oh no, sorry, it's Indonesian.
Was that a planned psych
No,
out?
I actually, but then I fucked up because I always let Tay guess first.
Yeah.
And I didn't
okay.
this time.
Could you imagine?
Okay.
He didn't know. He forgot. I did think you were making a joke and you were going to say Indian, but I knew it
Wow.
wasn't Indian.
No,
Yeah.
apa kabar?
It's not a language.
Tay might have said that though.
Yeah.
Punjabi, yeah. he should-
Yeah, I might have said something like that at the start. I was gonna say Hawaiian, but
Okay.
it wasn't. It's a little different.
Hawaiians, yeah.
know.
Apa
It got
kabar?
super
How
different
are
at the
you?
end.
Yeah, alo. Alo is very across
Hello.
the
It's
globe.
close. Yeah, it's close, right?
Hello.
Hello.
It's basically everybody's language we've just stolen
Yeah.
in English.
Hello.
Hello
the
is
roots.
hello.
It's just like ciao.
Switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
So today is National Hairstylist Appreciation Day.
Let's cheers to
cheers to
the
Wow.
cheers to the hair,
hairstylists.
because I
Cheers to
think
the hairstylist.
I think
Special.
one of the weird ones everyone's missing, one of the services that people didn't expect to actually care this much about, the hairstylist.
That's very true, especially right around now.
Yeah.
Where I've
Few
lost
weeks,
my
few
entire
months.
fade.
Yeah.
And it's coming over the years a little bit. And I'm missing my good buddy Carson, my barber. I'm
Yeah.
missing him.
Oh, that's your boy.
That's my
little
guy.
shout out to
Barbato,
Carson.
Cars
Who's
Barbato.
your barber?
My barber?
Yeah.
I go to a place called OGX.
Ooh, you
don't-
don't know his name?
So the owner of OGX's name is Jason.
Nice.
I've been going there since I used to work at the Argos because I gave them free season tickets,
Oh.
and in return, I got my hair cut for free.
Oh,
Nice.
did you just wanted to bring up the fact that you get your hair cut by
No,
the owner?
Yeah, well, I don't. No, I don't anymore. I did.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
the waiting list to get your hair cut by him is
Right.
insane.
Wow.
And I don't typically plan my haircuts
Yeah,
a
'cause
month
I
in
remember
advance.
that you.
Right.
There's a female that you get your hair cut from now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Her name's
Yeah.
Kat or
I
something.
love
like that.
love my hairstylist.
Okay.
One of the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's not easy getting this
I bet not.
sick buzz.
Yeah.
You think it's easy
Hey,
to get every
I
little
don't-
crevice?
I don't think so, and I never said it was.
How disrespectful was Tay's face in that joke? There?
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
What do you
going
want to
with
say?
this?
Who is it?
What do you want to say about that? What do you want to say about
He's
that?
probably pretty prestigious in the hairstyling business.
Well, technically, I'm like a 3 or 4% cutter sometimes.
Yeah,
when
3
you
or
miss the back.
4%. Yeah,
Yeah.
the neckline.
Team,
That's Andy.
you could say your stylist is a bit of a team effort over here at 3K9.
Yeah.
Depends who doesn't hate me the most at the moment I do my own haircut. Then I ask them to do the neckline.
Or
Yeah.
it's whoever's like, oh man, you can't wear it like that. And then they fix it up for you. Yeah.
And so Tay draws the line at shaving his back hair, and that's where I continue to
That's where he
cross.
picks up the
I
line.
pick that line up and continue to throw it backwards.
Andy has eaten that line up.
Oh,
and
baby.
He's on the
nowhere
front
to be
lines.
found.
You can't lie. The back
work-
lines too.
I'm working my-
necklines
Front
as
and
well.
back lines.
Front lines and necklines.
I'm
yeah.
working my way down the back. Soon we'll go around the gooch. We'll get there.
And
We'll get there.
I cover.
Surprisingly, not that hairy.
Wow! I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Oh, I'm not going to because although you have above the waist, I have below. So it's everyone's in the weeds. Let's say.
Wait, so you're shotgunning the gooch now? Because the gooch is below the waist.
Yeah,
I mean, getting shotgunned. I like
the gooch is part of
It's
it.
getting hairier by the second
Yeah,
down
the
there.
ass is tough, but
I literally just claimed the gooch, and you're telling me you get below the waist? Nah, I get below the waist.
Okay.
All right.
all right, you can.
I'm
have
passionate about this.
it. You can have it because I see that you're clearly upset, and I don't want to overstep the line.
We're just starting here.
Yeah, I know.
We
I
need
know.
40 more minutes out of this
wanna-
guy.
You see what happens when we lose our goddamn hairstylist?
The buzzers are out of my hands. The buzzers are out of my hands. You can shave Pete wherever you want.
Jesus.
Okay, well, moving into the news on that high note for ownership of cutting my hair, I love it. There's not much room for debate. Psychedelic mushrooms are re-entering human trial stage, and apart from being costly, the doctor David Nutt, I believe is his name. He's a neuropsychopharmacologist. A neuropsychopharmacologist, David Nutt. That's a good one.
That's
right.
cool.
That's a title.
Is that what he wanted to be like always, like growing up? Like is that I want to hear that in grade 2
Little
classes
Davy,
more.
yeah,
I
little
wanna hear
Davy.
more
What do you
of that.
want to be when you grow
Yeah,
old?
what do you want to be there? Little Nut Junior?
I'm excited for Pat to
Junior
explain
Nut.
this better than we do right now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, just anticipating the email that we're gonna get from Pat.
Shout out to Pat. Number
So
one
yeah,
fan.
Mr. Nutt Nut Senior at this point, says antidepressants help only a small percentage of people who take them. Side effects can include a blunting of the emotions, so it's not really getting to the root cause of what the issues are.
Okay.
Antidepressants I'm talking about, not psychedelics.
Right.
And then meanwhile, psilocybin, which is the active ingredient in like shrooms or whatever you're taking for your psychedelics, they offer more of a like longer lasting I guess treatment.
So
Okay.
so when you said they are re-entering, did you read much on like
Before?
why it
No.
stopped?
This is
No,
what
I
I was
didn't.
going to ask. This is what,
Yeah.
like, so if it's re-entering, because something happened where they're like, ooh, we'll put this to bed for a bit.
Yeah, I'm just
Let's
curious.
Close the drawer on
I
that.
did not dive into that. I
Maybe it
probably
was just
should've.
this specific. I don't know, because I've heard a whole lot about this over the last 2 years, and I basically just heard it was super promising, and it's a little bit shocking to hear that they're re-entering. But I am glad they're re-entering because I think it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, for sure. So, Nut also said, depressed people having a trip isn't fun. So, like, he's just trying to stress the fact that
Right.
it's medicinal treatment
Okay.
using psilocybin. Not people aren't out there
Yeah,
recreationally
and
doing
they're
it.
micro doses. It's
yeah,
not like
they're not
Yeah.
saying,
Actually, in this case, macro for Nut
Ooh.
for the patient. So he says they're often going back to the most horrible experiences of their lives and reliving things which they've often forgotten, but which are causing them depression. So they take. Well, actually, you tell me if it's a macro dose, Andy. I think it was. Well, it's 0.25, I think. So might
no,
not
that's
be.
a microdose.
Yeah, that's
So-
a microdose.
so they're not
Andy's
saying,
book.
And
In
what-
Andy's book.
fill the palm of your hand and slam that back.
Is macrodose a word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
So
they
they
actually
macro-
said macrodose in the
So
article, but
macrodose
it's
just
not.
means like bigger than the designated microdose.
Just means a lot
Yeah.
to the dome.
It's yeah. Scientifically, I'm sure macrodose is different than recreationally.
They were. That's what they were talking about with the COVID. Some of the younger people passing away. They said they were getting macro doses of it in the hospitals.
Oh. Word of the day: macrodose.
Macrodose. So they hold the volunteers' hands, the volunteers that are doing the test runs, the
Okay.
trial runs.
Yeah.
They hold their hands during the test to provide a sense of security.
Wow.
and
Just
then-
like you do through some headlines for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Last week
Wow.
specifically.
Wow. I'm just a test subject to you guys. Great. Awesome.
I have also seen in the last 2 weeks Pete convinced Tay to watch a scary movie, and they were holding hands at the same time.
Well, we haven't watched it yet, but I
Yeah.
do expect the hand holding.
Yeah.
And
No,
I-
absolutely.
Oh, so you were holding hands just talking about it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Even the
He couldn't even let me bring it up without.
No. Just right away. Right away.
What's the subject of topic? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Give me your hand.
Let's just start shaking.
Yeah, so then after they hold their hand through the process, then they go into the psychotherapy aspect, and the
Okay.
therapist will sit down with them and kind of walk through their experience and help them make sense of
Right.
it because they just relived
Yeah.
the most traumatic moments of their lives
It's wild.
on
And
shrooms.
they open up.
Wild.
And they open up. They're able to talk about it when a lot of people aren't
Yeah.
previously.
Right.
Yeah. So far, clinical
Crazy.
trials are going very well.
Yeah.
So I will have to do some research into why they're re-entering and what happened, but
Is there anything in that article? Are people having fun? People.
not the ones in the trials.
Okay.
But
These-
people are having fun on these things, yes.
Dude, this
Right,
is for
okay.
depression, my friend.
Yeah, I know, and they're
No,
reliving.
no.
I know they're reliving
There's
the
no fun
most
in depression.
the most horrible parts of their lives and stuff. But after they get out of it and they start talking about it, are they?
You know what?
Continuing on.
Having a little
Replace
fun
fun with progress, and we'll just go from there. Cool. They're making
Moving on
progress.
then, yeah.
Like
Okay.
Mad Gab. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, love it. The naked truth. German doctors have begun posing naked in protest at PPE, which, do you know what the acronym stands for? PPE. It's been in the news a lot lately. We haven't talked about it specifically,
Wow.
but we've talked about it.
I'm
Think
gonna go with
nurses, think doctors.
yes. Practicing. Psychedelics.
No, I don't
every
know.
day.
I don't know.
You know,
Practicing is the word he got from
practicing,
medical.
you know.
Practicing doctors. Yeah, they're practicing doctors.
Practicing pharmacists.
For a guy that has
Evolving.
for a guy that has
Just
a
guessing.
great imagination.
Yeah.
Almost lost that looking at your face. You just give off the shitty vibe of forgetfulness.
Shitty vibe of forgetfulness.
That's a vibe, and it's not a good one. It's people wouldn't say stellar vibe of forgetfulness. That's for sure. Yeah.
So it's PPE is personal protective equipment.
Ooh.
So again, I'll read it.
Okay.
German doctors have begun posing naked in protest at PPE shortages.
Right. So they're like, hey, this is the least amount of protection of someone can have.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And so they're calling their protest Blanc Bedenken,
Bedenken.
which in English is naked qualms. I don't know which word is which.
Bedenken.
Bedenken is probably naked, I hope.
No, that's gotta be qualms. It's gotta be.
It's got to be qualms.
Bedenken.
Yeah. Blanc Bedenken.
Blanc. Oh,
And then, yeah, so that's naked qualms.
wow.
The group says that nudity is a symbol of how vulnerable they are without protection.
Right.
So I'm going to show you a quick picture here.
Yeah, please.
And I will
Let's
do the
introduce some
same
pictures.
for the
Yeah.
YouTubers out there. There you go. Those are some of the German doctors that are posing naked.
Wow. And just so you know, no genitals. Just so you know.
Yeah, they're all covered. There's a flower covering one. Explain some of the others for these guys.
They're tasteful. They're
Yeah,
very
yeah,
tasteful.
they are. They're very tasteful, creative nudes. I
Yeah.
do have to say,
Yeah.
they incorporate the chairs really well.
Yeah.
Some of their equipment very well. Yeah, some fun props. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
all have a stethoscope.
Yeah. Couple cuties. Couple
No.
cuties.
I feel bad for the guy using a stethoscope to cover up his genitals. Don't think those things are too big.
Is that regulation size, Bob?
It's like, no, this is one of the big ones. This is one of the big ones. Industry standard.
I know there's a shortage, but I got a big one.
They're rare, but they're out there.
Yeah, so they're struggling. Again, the reason I brought it up is because it's a worldwide issue. There's shortages everywhere. There's
Okay.
there's students across the globe that are trying to create as much PPE as possible.
Right.
But there's a global shortage,
Yeah.
and
just
it's an issue.
Awareness around the problem as well. And what better way to bring awareness than to send nudes across the internet? They got our attention and they got the
Hey,
world's
yeah,
attention.
they always do.
Obviously, I was going to be like, it's nice that there is a moral, to this story in this news article,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, Pete has to justify his Google searches, and he's done that beautifully here.
There's
And what a great
always
story it turned
room
into
for a nude on the pod.
Always.
That's what I've always said.
Always.
I never denied it.
We've
Never denied
we've
it.
encouraged it, and we've never denied nudes.
No.
Yeah.
So do we ask our listeners to send
No.
nudes?
No,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no.
I missed because I've never heard you say that before. So I just
no.
misheard.
There is
misread it.
room for a nude if it's in a news nude. A nude.
nude.
N-E-W-D-E.
Oh.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're supporting something, and then you can send it to @FilmMeAndPod on Instagram and tag us.
Yeah, if there's a cause behind it.
If there's a cause. If there's a cause.
Yeah.
Course,
No.
of
Yeah.
course.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
Thank you for
Hey.
that as well. Miami goes 7 weeks without a murder for the first time since 1957.
Come on. Come on.
1957.
7 weeks?
Good amount of time.
7 weeks.
And this is, wow. And they get dirty down there.
Oh, as we know,
You
yeah.
know, Mr. 305, he didn't grow up in he didn't grow up in rainbows and sunshine. So
No,
that's
he
for
did
sure.
not.
Now he
Wow.
lives in him, but he didn't come from him.
He didn't come from.
He definitely didn't come from him.
No.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 weeks since 1957. I think that's like 63,
That's nuts.
63 years.
And
Yeah.
that's because, obviously less people going outside. We talked a little bit about the criminals getting into the distribution game.
Yeah.
You know,
it was fun. Like the
staying busy.
article, I wasn't even going to bring it up, but the article, one of the cops was like, yeah, but like the lockdown didn't start till mid-Feb, so before that was all us.
Hey, man.
Come on, bro. Just because that was the
Okay,
official
bud,
lockdown.
keep that gun in your holster, okay? You keep talking like that. Jesus.
Come on.
So shout out to Miami PD.
Yeah. So MPD, yeah, that's for you
MPD.
guys.
Hey,
that's
let's
for
be
you
honest.
guys.
We don't praise our cops enough, okay? Let's let them
No,
have
it's
it.
true.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go.
You know, you don't need a cop until you need one, and then you fucking need one. You know?
Yeah, you don't exactly.
So-
Pandemic or not, you need a cop.
That's what my dad would say.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Cop corner. And he's always in the cop's corner.
Yeah.
And I get why.
Yeah.
And listeners know why.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
beaten by my dad's gun.
Yeah, that's right. And for the listeners,
Law, son. Respect the law.
and that is Scotty Kurt, cop in a box.
Oh, yeah,
Scotty
we did bring up
Kerr,
Scotty
Scotty
already.
Kerr,
Yeah.
cop in a box. Yeah.
He's been an advocate for the pod.
Yeah,
Cop in a
season
box.
1, cop in a box. Okay. Tater's gonna Tate.
Tater's gonna take.
Belgians are urged to eat frites twice a week to deplete coronavirus potato mountain. So the frite,
Potato Mountain.
potato mountain.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Let's
so
let's
the
bite in.
frite, which is a chip that is fried 2 times,
Ooh, I love that.
Right?
I
the
love
double
that.
fries.
Isn't it
What
double
a great,
fries?
what
Isn't
an
that a
amazing.
Isn't that a very Belgium thing?
Ooh,
Yeah,
baby.
Well, it's Belgium.
Well,
We're talking
there you
about
go.
Belgium.
That's
other
a
thing
very
is,
Belgium thing.
You have to say it like this.
Fried.
It's a,
Fried twice. Fried fried
do you
fries.
order it like that too? Or are you just
Hello,
saying that like that?
hello.
now?
Can I please have a fried? Yes, that's how you have to. It's exactly how they order.
Do they ever bring you it? Because I imagine they don't.
I don't know. I feel like they might, not always, but if they do, the person bringing it to you also says, "Hi, I have your order of frites."
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I don't believe
It's part of it.
Kind of checks out. Like I don't. It sounds silly when you say it, but when Andy says, I'm like, I can picture this.
Yeah.
I can picture being at a restaurant.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tay.
the scene. He sets the scene well. He
does.
I can't deny that. So a frite is a national dish of Belgium.
Okay, that makes
So,
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Can
It's
we
a
just say, great call out, Tay.
Hey, I know my food.
Yeah.
I know my
That is
food.
one thing we've learned.
That's-
Yeah.
And I know that because I was in Boston and we were at a market and Belgium fries are a big thing.
Okay.
And they're
yeah.
just like, they're like fried twice. I'm like, why is it so,
Right.
like, and they're like extra crispy because they're fried
Yeah.
twice. And I'm like, now that's a frite I can get behind.
I hate you guys.
I love it.
I know
love
that.
it.
I know the food thing about you because of last week and the whole Chili's fiasco.
That's right.
Oh my God, it's
I'm
always
food-
always
it's
on his
Every
mind.
week.
Food
Every
first.
week we know
I'm food
this. And
first.
we know this.
Food
Tell me
first.
chili. You tell me chili. I'm like,
Hey?
when do you want me to make the reservation? Or when do we get to eat dinner?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Food first, beard maintenance second.
That's right.
Close second.
Close second.
Super close.
You got to keep this thing. You got to keep it tight.
Oh yeah.
You gotta keep it fresh.
She's tight.
So they do eat a lot of frites in Belgium. But the reason why I bring this up is because the Secretary General of the Trade Association for Potato Growers of Belgium.
You knew he was going to step
You
up.
know he's gotta
Everyone was
say
like,
something.
where is he going to speak up? Where is he during all this?
He said, and this is translated, so let us all eat frites twice a week instead of once a week.
Right. Oh, before it was mandatory once a week?
I don't know if it was mandatory, but I'm sure he thought everyone was eating it at least
It
once
automatically.
a week. And now he's like, let's double your intake.
Yeah.
Because there's a surplus of 750,000 tons of potato, a surplus of that. So they have what they need, and then there's a surplus of 750,000 tons
AKA
of potato.
Potato Mountain.
AKA.
See,
Potato Mountain.
I'm
Now-
all for the idea, which is promoting one of their famous dishes, but like, why don't we just mash them up? Let's make
Should be
different.
Mash Mountain.
Let's
Why
make
is it still
Mash
Potato Mountain?
Let's make different types of
think-
potato.
Yeah, let's cut one in half, throw a little sour cream and cheese in there.
Bake it. I don't know. Why do we have to fry it twice?
No.
That's a good. That's a good point.
So, and here's the
Not
question.
enough oil to fry it twice.
Now there's a shortage of oil?
Yeah.
There's lake oil. We don't have that. We have Potato Mountain.
So I just want to know where, like, why Potato Mountain? Like, why is there so many potatoes? Is this like is this COVID
because their
related, or
national
is this-
dish is
Okay.
potatoes. It is COVID related.
Yeah.
Okay, because
The
people aren't
lockdown, the
shipping out-
lockdowns have not allowed them to ship them as much. Yeah,
Right, okay,
Exactly.
so they're
And
like-
it's a national dish, and they produce a lot of
It's
it.
Right.
businesses buying that are making the national dish
Right.
at restaurants and
Okay.
food trucks.
As you said,
or-
where was the market that you were at?
Yeah.
in Boston.
So that's Belgian fries were there.
Belgian fries.
So it comes from
Right.
Belgium a
Gotcha.
lot of the time. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
To be
So
authentic.
no,
as
Belgium
well.
has to step their game up and get eating those frites. I gotcha. I
It's-
gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. It's an island thing.
It's an island thing.
It's an island thing.
A Connecticut man allegedly broke into a closed restaurant and spent 4 days eating and drinking its supplies.
Wow. Place was empty, obviously.
Yeah, they had shut down.
And he
He was found. He was found asleep with a bottle of rum inside of Sol de Cuba Cafe.
Oh, that's the name of the cafe. Okay.
Sol
Okay.
de Cuba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who have terrible security system.
Well, the reason he was caught was because they did the routine check.
Okay.
They don't do it every day. It's
Right.
closed, right? So they don't do it every day.
Right.
So they came across him, I think it was after 4 days, I guess.
It's closed, but they keep it stocked.
Oh yeah.
Well, the liquor is stocked, obviously.
liquor,
like,
of
where are they
course.
going to put the liquor?
But he was eating too. He must have been
He was eating, yeah. So they must have had canned stuff, or
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
There's
right.
no details on it.
It's a cafe
Interesting.
too, so they probably have a repertoire of
Yeah.
different dishes.
A couple things going on.
I wonder, yeah, canned stuff for sure he was eating, but I wonder if he like fried up the grill or
Yeah.
some sort of like.
How do you like your eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, just full tear of the place, right? Like
Yeah, why not?
he broke in thinking, I'm gonna bunker down here. I mean, A plus, little trick for him to do that if he's in The Walking Dead. Unfortunately, still very illegal in real life.
Still walking living, so
Yeah.
For sure, he would have banged a pan or something, and a walker would have got him, though. Like those shows, they're always so safe and in some sort of cafe, and then some idiot makes a noise, and the
Gets
walker's
there in the
just
kitchen.
there.
Yeah.
Bangs a pan. You're right. They always do that.
Makes a dish a little too tasty, smacks his lips a little too loud. You're in trouble.
Yeah. So they said he consumed or stole several Ks of dollars, thousands of dollars.
Several Ks.
Several Ks.
through
That's how I like to
consumption.
say my thousands.
Oh, is it?
Worth of food and beverages.
Okay.
We don't know if there was consumption. I'm assuming not because it included 70 bottles of liquor.
70
70.
So
in
wait,
4 days.
did he get away?
No, they caught
Did you
him.
not hear the liquor he was?
No, I
consuming?
know, but so 70 bottles. It sounds like he got away with it, like stealing it and putting it somewhere
Yeah,
else.
I'm not sure if I don't know where he was putting it. I'm sure they just said this is what's missing.
Up his butt.
Usually when there's a robbery, the person who gets stolen from goes and says this is the count.
Right.
So I'm sure it's embellished.
Yeah.
Had like
Oh,
50
yeah.
bottles of
Yeah,
rum
could have
in
been,
there.
could have been 20, could have been 70. Yeah, and that's 70.
Yeah.
All adding up to the case.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But usually when you like say that to the police, it goes to your insurance and you need receipts. So I'm sure he's not lying. I'm sure it's 70.
All right.
I don't know. Just corroborating his story.
Sounds like
Hey,
he's
listen,
looking
I'm
for
not-
a little insurance money.
Listen, I'm not saying he's lying, dude.
No one
no
said
one's
that.
accusing him of lying.
Okay.
I'm just
I
saying.
thought you were. I'm on the villain side.
Well,
Just saying.
Freed story checked out. I don't know about this one.
Where's the bottles? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where are the
Show us
bottles?
In the open air, the Lithuania capital of Vilnius has turned their city into an open air cafe.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what that means is they've begun giving public spaces to the bars and cafes that were hardest hit
Giving
from
them
the
what?
public spaces.
Okay.
Like parks,
Yeah.
bench areas, whatever it is that's around their restaurant, cafe that was originally blocked off by
Okay.
the city. They're starting to open that up to their restaurants and bars so they can allow. So again, what I'm about to get into here is the country has started to allow cafes, restaurants with outdoor seating, hairdressers, and almost all of their shops are starting to open up again, but they still have very strict physical distancing laws. So they have to give these restaurants and bars extra space.
So they're
So-
picking parks and stuff around the city.
Well, I don't think they're picking them around the city. I think it's close to the
Close to the
cafes, yeah.
close to the spots that they're in.
pretty
Originally, it was
cool.
blocked off by the city,
That's
but they're
pretty cool.
allowing more space because
Right.
you need more space now.
Right.
So kind of cool. Could you imagine if that happened here?
That's pretty interesting, man. That's very European. You know, just to have like a little seating area like across the street or something, or like a nearby park, and they're just bringing food out to you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I know it's nice. So they said that they're still going to limit the number of customers
Okay.
at one time at any of these places.
Which they're
Right.
already doing for grocery stores.
Right.
Yeah. They're going to continue to keep it mandatory to wear masks,
Okay.
which they were already doing. They're going to continue to do that.
Yeah.
So they're taking it very seriously.
Is that multiple countries are making masks mandatory?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
While on really public like areas or like
Okay.
TTC or whatever.
Yeah.
Is Canada anywhere near that, or Ontario?
I don't know.
I think there's a
It's
law,
hard to
but
say.
it's recommended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's tough because in some spots they literally told people that masks won't help you.
Literally two weeks ago here.
Yeah,
3
I know.
weeks ago. Everyone
But that's
was
not
like,
true.
Okay.
But it relates to the first story the second story about PPE. There's a shortage.
Right.
Masks are PPE, personal protective equipment.
Yeah.
There's a mass shortage, so who should get them first? The nurses and the doctors. So now that the government has told us that masks won't help us because they were trying to help the medical professionals. But that's not actually the case. They didn't say what they meant to say, which was let's let our doctors and nurses be the first ones to make sure that they have enough.
Yeah.
For
Most
the rest of the
important.
public.
The issue is that the mixed messages are that you don't know if you have it, and some people are asymptomatic. You
Big
also the mask isn't for you; it's to protect other people from what you're spitting out.
Right.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're around a moist talker, a mask helps. You know?
If your buddy's feeling moist.
Yeah.
If it's pretty juicy up in there.
Yeah.
check his water intake. How much is he drinking? Because there's gonna be more saliva coming out of that mouth.
And you get a little drip drop around you. Uh-oh.
So just don't open your mouth when you're in a public space.
If you're around
If you're
Andy,
around me.
don't open your
Don't
mouth.
be laughing. Don't be yelling.
God forbid if I feel any moist liquids get into my beard or onto my cheeks, losing it.
And now, just so everyone knows, that doesn't apply to Peter and I, and we're doing everything we can to spit on Andy as much as we can in the home.
Yeah. Rest assured, folks, that is happening.
We're keeping him humble.
Yeah.
Rest assured.
So the last point of the city Vilnius, the Lithuanian capital, is that the cafe and restaurants, when they have tables, they have to be 2 meters apart at least, bare minimum. So if you enact that kind of policy, you have to allow your public spaces to be more open.
Yes, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out for them.
Hey, not a bad thing for the waitresses and waiters. Instead, they don't have to be like, "Sir, can you move your chair in? Sir, you're in the lane here. No, you can't bring another chair to that table."
Yeah, true. Good
nightmare.
point. Some restaurants are just fuck it.
Squeezing every dollar out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see all of the different countries' processes of like opening and the stages that they're going to take.
Yeah.
Just another piece of staging news. Canada and Ontario, at least, I think there's other provinces that are doing the same, but they're going to begin to open golf courses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did not see that.
BC's already open, right?
No.
No?
They're-
Some courses are in BC.
I don't know about that.
Because I have a
Maybe.
buddy in BC that's playing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's open. I feel
You
like
snuck on.
I
yeah,
don't know what to tell you. He's sneaking on.
maybe. But what I heard from Saskatchewan
Yeah.
is that they're gonna allow the golf courses to open to begin prepping,
Nice.
but you
You
won't
know-
be able to get on the course until like the 15th of May or something. Like that.
BC is open.
Sweet.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is actually.
Wow. Okay.
doing
So
it,
they've
yeah.
already gone through the process.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love
But
that. 'Cause- okay.
just before you remember that, don't
Okay.
forget that thought.
I won't.
Because I saw that was going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I'm just definitely the more dominant figure
Yes.
currently.
Yeah. And you don't have to establish.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Okay.
He's talking, so stop. So stop.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. So you're gonna have to get used to a completely different process when golfing. Separate carts. You won't be getting any beer cart ladies. You won't be going into the clubhouses.
No
really,
cart girls.
There's gonna
No
be
social? No
no s-
social afterwards?
no social afterwards, unless of course we take a play out of Lithuanian's book and start to separate our tables.
That's
Maybe.
a good
You never
point.
know.
That's
Maybe.
a good point.
Ooh,
Maybe.
a couple
Oh.
greenside tables.
This is
Yeah.
another one.
Oh,
This is
wow.
another one that you're going to be very interested in
Okay.
to learn a little bit more. And I don't have the answers for you, but think about it. The cups are going to be inverted somehow, so you don't have to reach in and get the ball.
Oh, it just has to hit the cup?
I guess. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know.
that's so practice green.
It's weird.
That's so practice green.
No,
pretty
he's saying
weird.
they're inverted. It doesn't just have to hit them. There's something. They did something. I don't know what
Well,
it
it
is.
just
They're
I think the
inverted
goal
just means they're
yeah, like
above
up.
ground.
Yeah, I
They're
think
above
they're going to
ground,
be
not
above
below ground. So on some putting greens, practice greens, they just have like the pins just like there's a little nub.
Right,
There's a
okay.
little nub on the end. It looks
Okay.
like
Goal-
a bathtub
Yeah.
plug.
yeah.
Yeah,
But how
but-
can you even tell if you like have a long like a 70-yard chip?
Oh,
Would you be able to
yeah,
tell?
like you'd see it would
Oh,
hit
the
it,
pin would
and then
actually
it would
move. Right,
and
right,
you'd be
right,
like that
okay.
That's
counts.
a hole in one.
Yeah.
But
Nobody cares about this stuff. I do.
Wow,
I feel like
Peter?
nobody cares about
Wow,
this
tell us,
stuff.
tell us how you really feel.
Most
This
people
pod-
don't golf.
This pod is for us at its core,
And-
this is I've never been so engaged.
yeah,
I've never
and
been
I
so
know.
engaged.
I was very into that too. I'm
So
just
that's
trying to
one.
always think of the listeners.
there's one benefit. Two, I can name at least 3 people that would be interested in hearing about golf.
All right,
that listen
all
to
And
our
I could
podcast.
probably add on to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that,
So-
then I
Do you
stand
have a- do you have a
corrected.
third?
I stand corrected.
The third
Continue.
is you're a bad host.
Oh, wow.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
That was an audible.
Yeah.
There's no way that was your third point. There is no way that was your third point.
I don't know. It seems like you had it loaded.
I'm the king of audibles, I must say.
Fuck.
All right, Pete,
Well,
continue.
All
very
right.
excited for that.
Continue, Pete, just like you want
Yeah.
to. That was your segue to move on. We get it.
Better be good, Pete. Let's hear it.
A Tennessean. So I had to look it up because I was like, what do you call somebody from Tennessee?
And it's a Tennessean.
And it's a Tennessean
Tennessean?
/ volunteer
Oh.
/ big benders / butternuts.
Ooh.
Believe it or not. No joke. Look it up.
Butternuts.
A
I knew the volunteer
Tennessean.
thing. I
Yeah,
knew the
that's what they
volunteer
call
thing.
their college sports team.
I know, but the fact that everyone just calls themselves volunteer, I
don't know.
hey, it's
Great. That's great.
Well, it's just like when Canada juniors win the gold, and we're like, we did it.
Yeah.
You know,
But there's so
Everyone
many
wins.
volunteers, like the head coach of the football team. That's not a volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Come
do you
on.
Think, do you think their volunteering numbers are actually up? I bet you they're down. I bet you they're down.
Guys, we have the perception of being volunteers, so we don't have to do it. It's perfect. So a Tennessean man
Okay.
was arrested over the weekend after he repeatedly would be hilarious. Reportedly entered the wrong Mount Juliet home wearing a gorilla costume and scared a 6-year-old girl.
60 or 6?
6-year-old girl.
6 S-I-X.
6-year-old girl.
So he repeatedly entered and
Sick.
scared a 60-year-old girl.
He repeatedly. I think that's on her. If it's repeatedly, that's on her.
100%. And also,
Why aren't you telling anyone?
there wouldn't be that many repeats because she'd die.
Oh, God.
She'd have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
That's
true.
true.
Okay, so obviously, and I'm just gonna decode this for the listeners real quick. A little bit of foreplay gone wrong. You know?
Must have.
Yeah,
been.
just a fuzzy. He's obviously a fuzzy. He went to give the diesel in his gorilla suit to his wife or lover, and he went into the wrong home.
I was going to say, I get it, but it's a really bad
right. The way that you
analogy
brought it up,
when
I
there's-
understood it. Yeah.
when there's a 6-year-old girl involved.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Single
and we-
digits.
and we know for
digits,
sure.
Dan.
And we know for sure it's a single digit. It's not
Yes,
60.
6.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I get what you're
Well,
saying.
he cleared that up
He didn't-
before you started talking.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to
just gonna
backtrack
say.
so
Oh, yeah.
people don't
He's
think
trying to
that.
backtrack.
So
He's trying to backtrack.
He's
yeah.
backtracking, and let me just give you a little bit of a foretrack here. That's not a word, and I know that.
Yeah,
I know
clicky
that.
clack.
But you're implying that this was a mistake on his part, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Pete, continue.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna negate either of your points because
continue.
I'm upset by the ending of this story.
Continue.
He's a volunteer. It's
I will
please say.
continue.
Please
Yeah,
continue.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
volunteer.
So the investigation revealed that the man thought he was at someone else's home and was looking for another individual. However, that's all it said. There was no more detail in any of it. I looked multiple times. There was no more detail than that.
My theory.
My theory's proven.
No. I know, but my
that's what I'm
theory
saying.
is
It doesn't
Yeah.
negate either. It does
Okay.
not negate either.
Okay.
if you got caught
Yeah.
in a house in a gorilla suit
Yeah.
with a 6-year-old girl in there, what are you saying? What are you gonna say? Obviously, it's the wrong house. No, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. No way.
This man's watched too many episodes of How to Catch a Predator. There's no way he's buying that.
No way. It just takes the hat off. Do you feel threatened, little girl? So
Oh,
he
shit.
goes in. He's like, "No, wrong house. I was on the way to my lover's house.
Somebody else.
There's somebody's house. But how?
no more
how did
detail
they
on that.
How did they catch him in the house with the 6-year-old?
They didn't.
Oh,
He started running.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He started
I'm telling you,
running.
He's a
Makes
pedo-
sense.
He's a
That
pedophile. He's
other
makes
cops
sense.
caught him.
Yeah.
A few blocks away. Imagine getting that call.
okay. Well,
pedophile.
There's a gorilla.
King Kong on the
fleeing-
loose. Keep your eyes open.
fleeing on loose. He's got.
We got a pedo gorilla running the streets.
Well, volunteers aren't what they used to be. They're not what I remember. No.
That is for
Not a real
sure.
gorilla. Do not approach with a banana.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a Minnesotan man.
Minnesotan.
A Minnesotan
Tennessean,
man.
Minnesotiite.
Gopher, a.k.a. a gopher. A gopher man. The Gophers, the Minnesotans. A Minnesotan Mustang driver was clocked going 120 miles an hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone.
It's pretty fast.
Not crazy, though.
The man was chased for 25 miles
Okay.
with troopers throwing stop sticks twice
Okay.
before the pursuit ended.
Yeah.
Oh, that is some Tokyo drifting.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The man, after he was stopped, said he didn't stop because he thought troopers wanted to race.
What kind of car was the trooper's car?
That's a great question. I don't know.
If
the
it was a
answer.
Mustang, I'd buy it.
Yeah, because if he's got a Mustang and
Yeah.
the trooper's got a
Oh, yeah.
Mustang, it's like,
I haven't looked it up. I can confirm it was not a Mustang.
Okay.
okay. Okay, so maybe this guy's like, oh, a challenge is what you want.
Oh, maybe it was a Challenger.
Maybe
A Dodge Challenger.
it was a Dodge Challenger.
Either way, okay, we'll accept both of
That's-
those. If it's a Challenger,
Or,
have you seen Fast and the Furious?
hey, only own the box set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I buy it.
Yeah, I don't even know how long they went. 25 miles, actually.
25
I said.
miles.
Yeah, 25 miles.
It's not a small amount of miles.
Well, if he was doing 120 miles an hour and he went 25 miles, let's do some math on that.
How far did he get?
So how long was
fast,
the chase? That's what we can figure out with these numbers. I'm gonna do it quick.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I just said.
Yeah, I know, but do you know what it is?
No, I'm not doing math right now.
Oh, it's like 4 point something.
I'm not on the clock. I ain't doing math right now.
Whoa. But that is pretty fast though. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, not too bad. That's like 100 kms over the speed limit. That's immediate.
Oh, he's
jail time.
flying. Yeah.
That's-
It's funny. Like, I'm assuming that their lights were on, sirens were blaring, and he was like, "Yeah, I just thought you wanted to race."
Yeah, he's adrenaline's pumping. He's
Those
like,
were the lights. Those were the go lights.
he's like, I wish I had lights like this to, just to match you guys, but unfortunately, my car's a little less flashy.
But we don't know that actually. Mustangs are pretty flashy.
Yeah.
Sorry to always play devil's advocate, but you
never know. He could have
You
had
don't know.
Underglow. He could have had NOS.
nitrous.
All right, Silicon Valley.
Okay.
In what may be a medical first, doctors say that a Torontonian woman's silicone breast implants helped deflect a bullet, which saved her life.
Love this. Love this. This is, that's what you want out of an implant. You want it to save lives.
Now it's
Yeah.
dual use.
Now it's
now
dual
it's
use.
triple use.
You got it.
Now
it
it's
for
triple
looks.
use.
You got it for looks, but now it's also PPE, right?
It's TTPPE.
It's TTPPE. It makes sense. It makes sense. And I'm sure.
I hate that I said that.
Well-
But you said it.
I'd like to back it up. Your first titty joke didn't land, so
Yeah.
you doubled down.
Yeah.
And it worked.
You're like, I'm getting a titty joke.
It
in
needs
this
to
pod.
happen.
I
Yeah.
need a titty joke.
Yeah, I'm the host of the pod.
How offensive is the word titty? Is that something? Can you say that anymore?
No, it's a titty.
No,
There's never
you
been
can say
anything
titty.
offensive about it. No.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I don't think anyone's ever taken offense to saying nice titties.
Nice titties.
I don't think
I don't think
anyone's.
so.
Yeah.
Whenever someone says it to me, I bask in it.
I don't think anyone would, frown at the fact of, you going into a gorilla suit and jumping in a house and saying great titties.
Wait, so the gorilla's saying great titties?
I'm just
The
saying it
gorilla's
doesn't matter
saying
who
great
it's coming
titties.
from. It
Oh,
doesn't matter
okay.
who it's coming from.
So it's yeah, okay.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
universal.
Okay.
Nice titties.
And I
Alright.
think the three of us can attest. I think everyone said that we had nice titties.
At
one
All
point,
three of
at
us.
one
At
point.
one
I
point.
mean,
At
I
one
had a
point.
whole
At this
podcast
point.
about my titties.
Oh, really?
Maybe you guys should be asking me.
You
if
don't
I
remember
was-
that?
When was that?
Taste
Which one?
titties. Remember?
Taste-
Taste
Oh,
titties.
taste tater titties.
Taste tater tits.
Taste tater tits.
Yeah. How about me?
Personal.
We might have another titty name for the pod, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
All right. Fingers crossed. Titty makes it into the pod name.
See, this is. I want you to finish, but
Yeah.
this is the chance for whatever breast implant manufacturers to make a commercial and say, "Hey, you want to get your breasts done? By the way, this is also what you can look forward to.
Yes.
Do you live in a shitty neighborhood?
Is it a little
Are
dodgy?
are you walking alone at night?
Do you have no friends?
Maybe
Yeah.
you're a sex worker.
Maybe.
Most
Maybe.
danger.
Maybe.
Most danger.
Maybe, but don't assume.
Don't assume.
No, I'm just. I
But,
added on to the fourth
Hey,
thing.
don't attribute getting breast implants with being a sex worker. Okay?
I'm saying if you are, I'm not saying they already have one. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm saying
Just
they don't
making
have
sure.
them, and they should consider now because
Or-
it's a dangerous occupation.
Exactly. Or even what about lady cops? Then they don't have to wear the
No,
bulletproof vest.
no, stop. They need to.
Okay.
They still need to.
Okay.
Bulletproof vests are not bulletproof bras. They're vests.
Covering
They
more.
cover the body.
Covering more, but not enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So stop.
please, please stop. For the love of God, please.
Hey, maybe
So she stop.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay,
I'm not,
so
I wasn't saying anything.
So she told doctors that she was walking down the street. I should mention, Andy did call it out earlier to me.
Okay.
This was from 2018. This happened.
Okay.
So there's no shots fired in the last little bit.
No.
But the case study, they were researching it and trying to figure out exactly what happened in this situation because of what she told doctors. She was walking down the street. She suddenly felt heat and pain on the left side of her chest. She looked down and she saw blood. So she then brought herself to an emergency room, and the doctor had said that the bullet had broken one of her ribs, and then the doctors later confirmed that she could have died if not for the implants.
Wow.
So there was some kind of deflecting happening, but they weren't sure exactly until they did the full
That's
research.
beautiful. This is like a TV show or a movie when like the main character gets shot and you're like, oh my god, what happened? And then it like hit the sheriff badge. They're like, I'm actually fine. Like that's just lovely.
Do you imagine if this was in the OC?
Yes, exactly. Writers can't even write something this good.
No,
You
for
know
sure.
that the titty deflects it and they're like, I'm actually okay.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
wanna- Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh, wow,
I'm
okay.
done, yeah.
One of the coolest parts of the article was that she came into the hospital, and the way that they make it seem is that she didn't know what happened. Like
Nice.
but it also says she got shot close range, so they didn't really release many like details about the actual shot.
Okay.
But she was like, I don't know, I got shot.
Was he wearing a hairy suit at all?
The third gorilla callback.
Yeah.
I'm just covering bases. I'm
Yeah.
covering bases.
No gorilla suit.
Covering
No
pages.
hairiness found.
No hairiness.
It is
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
It is amazing. You actually don't know how hairy her areolas were, by the way. So
Yeah, that's true.
people do have hairy areolas.
That's important.
Say that 3 times fast.
Hariola.
No. Hairy
areola.
areola.
I know.
Hairy areola.
Hairy areola.
Whoa, see, that's tough.
Hairy
Wow, we couldn't even
areola.
get through one.
I know.
can't even do
but
it.
is anyone surprised? Is anyone sitting here being like, how did he not get through that? How did Taylor Hurljack stumble through that?
Stumble through what?
Hairy areola.
There we go.
He got there. He got there.
And I usually do.
Yeah, together. We get there together.
Moving into the roundup.
It's
The
Freets.
Damn it. Caught me off guard there. So this is the Ask Reddit roundup brought back.
Okay.
Love that.
So if you remember the Ask Reddits.
I think about it quite often.
And Tay doesn't even go on Reddit, so
No, I
Oh,
don't.
wow.
I
You just liked it that much.
I love Reddit because of your love for Reddit specifically. Like I tell other people, I'm like, Reddit's great. We stream off Reddit.
Man.
We get all this information off Reddit, and it's literally
It's
what
amazing.
you do on Reddit.
I'm going to explain you Reddit right now, and it's very simple. For me, anyways.
I could listen to it all day, so tell the listeners.
For me, this is what it is. It's a filter for the internet, for everything that I want in my life.
Love that.
That's it.
Love that.
Simple. That should be their tagline. Take it. Reddit, take it.
Take it.
If Reddit was asking me, that's what I would say.
Well, don't take it. Let's CC it, but
Yeah. Okay. TM. Yeah.
Yeah, TM.
Sorry.
Okay.
TM.
it's just so great because you can cruise the main page and it's got everything that you want.
Yeah. And it's so good.
And it's
then
such a
you
nice
can go to your
community.
specific
Yeah.
subreddits if you want.
Yeah, we could say that Reddit is what you make of it. And also, the community
Love
is
that.
super helpful because there's comments underneath and all the comments get upvoted. So the best comments get to the top. So,
and
Yeah,
you
it's
use
great.
a great word there. You use a great word there. Community.
community.
And that's
And
what I love about
so
Reddit.
remember that because they're so good at knocking down the bullshit.
Okay.
So usually the bullshit doesn't make it to the top.
Okay.
They're very good at that. Everyone knows that. So this one we're getting sensual for it.
Okay.
A little sensual. Because it starts as sex workers of Reddit. So that's who we're asking. That's who we're asking the question of. Sex workers.
See, that's why he was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
this-
where my
this
head
woman with
went
Did
there.
you
The
use
implants.
sex work? You used the
I
word
used
sex
that
worker?
word.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a
thank God.
very PG term, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to say like prosty. Or
Yeah, prosty. Yeah.
prosty.
You don't want to be throwing around
You know
terms
what's,
like prosty,
you know
do
what's
you?
hilarious is that's the first word that came in my head when I wanted to say it. It just sounds funny. I'm sorry to anyone that takes offense for that.
Okay.
It just
so
sounds funny.
people that would take offense to it are sex workers. I don't think we got any sex workers listening to the pod.
You'd be surprised.
Not a lot of tubes
You'd
subscribing.
be surprised. So here's the question. Sex workers of Reddit. What is the weirdest kink a customer has asked you to fulfill?
Okay.
Lovely. Lovely.
2 of them. True Redditors. True sex workers or friends of sex workers.
All right.
And I'll take this one.
And the other one.
One of them. Somewhere deep in Pete's sick fucking mind. Twisted mind. He has thought up of something horrid, horrible,
Disgusting.
that he is now going to say to you.
I almost was not going to do this one,
Can't
but
we
it just
find out what it
I
is,
thought
Pete?
it'd be
Let's
fun.
jump right in.
wasn't gonna do it, but he did it. It doesn't make it better that you almost didn't do it. If you did it, You
You
did it.
did it. Yeah, okay, that's
All
fair.
right.
Here we go.
I hope
So-
you win, Pete.
Here we go, starting from the top. Had a friend whose client liked to inject sleeping pills into his dick and would try to fuck her before he went to sleep. It would take about 10 to 15 minutes before he crashed. She was always paid up front, and she would leave once he fell asleep.
Wow. It reminds me of like a butt chug, like get it into you quick.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Needs to happen fast.
Yeah.
So a customer had a fishing fetish. He had fisherman outfits for the girls, and he also brought fishing rods and boots. The girls had to act like they were fishing while he was laying on the floor, flopping like a fish. Craziest shit I heard, but whatever floats his boat.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
The little flare at the end there.
Yeah.
So we got a comedian.
right? Deadliest catch.
Whoever this is, comedian. An older customer would bring 3 sets of costumes for me to wear. The first was Woody Woodpecker, which we used during foreplay. The second was olive oil from Popeyes for regular sex. And the third was Lady, the dog from the Lady and the Tramp for, well, doggy style. It was actually kind of fun. I haven't seen him in a while.
All right. This is you did a good job. This is good. Whichever one you made up, God damn it.
I haven't seen him in a while, and if you're out there, give me a call.
So I'm
Great,
going to
I
run
love it.
through them
Yeah,
quick.
please.
1, 2, 3. I'm only going to tell you like the subject of it.
Yeah.
Like the main idea.
And I won't tell you about my half job. Keep going.
God, you can't get through an episode nowadays without bringing up Taste Day.
No, you can't. Everyone's not safe. You're not safe if you listen to this pod.
No.
Number 1, sleeping pills. Number 2, fisherman's fits. Number 3, costumes, Woody Woodpecker, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
All right, on
Yeah.
the count of 3,
Yeah.
you're going to tell me which one you think is a lie, which one I made up brilliantly.
Brilliantly.
3, 2, 1. Tay says 2. Andy says 2. Both are wrong.
Oh, he gets us.
Gets it.
Finally.
He gets it.
Finally.
Finally gets it, Pete.
Was it
The
3?
third one.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
kind of hung up on
Great.
both. I didn't know which way to go.
I like for Lady and the
I'd be hung
Tramp,
up too.
Well, doggy style.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That's great. The
Thanks.
dot.
Thanks.
Dot.
Yeah, had to be.
Had to be.
It had to be. I wish I had a little bit more time to think about 3 because Pete has been writing stories lately. He recently wrote a script.
Yes.
And
I
that
did.
last one
I
at the
did.
end told a tale for sure.
It did.
You're right. I try to put my mind in the head of these Redditors,
Yeah.
and I'm not that good at it yet. I'm not that good at
I
it.
would say you're probably better than most, like on average.
Thanks.
You're not. I mean, you're not 90th
Appreciate that.
percentile, but you're probably hovering around at 80 or 75 or
Ooh.
something like that.
Especially in this very specific
aiming for 90.
roundup. You really did a very good job of impersonating the Redditors specifically
Thanks.
for this one.
Appreciate it.
It seemed like
And
you were
I
a little
did-
too comfortable.
I don't
writing
know
for
if you
this one.
guys realize this, but I did draw back some information that I usually give you, which is the user's name.
Yes.
But I need to make some points back.
did.
So
You
I
did.
withheld that information.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
Just had to be honest.
No, and you know what? We value your honesty, and
Yeah.
we're glad that you finally got both of us.
And, yeah, and we are super
It was a
glad.
long time coming.
Yeah. And
Happened
we
a lot at the start of the pod.
It happened a lot. Andy went on a hell of a run. And
Yeah.
and earlier we said, you're a shit host, and we do mean a part of that. But there's also parts that you do such a good job of, Peter, and you really bring this thing together. And it's roundups like this that we remember, Pete would make a good sex worker. So good job, man.
In a gorilla suit. I'm surprised you didn't
absolutely.
bring that part in. Yeah.
Well, man, I don't know if you're wearing one now or if I don't even know. You can't
That's
even
true. Yeah, because you haven't done my neckline in a while. It looks like I am.
Hey, I've dropped the razors. They're all Andy's. Okay, it's all his responsibility now.
Right? If Pete took his shirt off, it wouldn't even be able to tell a difference.
Yeah, for sure not.
I thought he was
No.
topless.
Yeah.
No. If you go back a couple videos in the YouTube,
Yeah.
not wearing a shirt looks like I am.
You need a cause so you can send us a nude.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, you know what time it is.
Hey, I feel very fortunate.
No, hold on. Every week,
time
it's
is
got to
it?
be a jingle.
Time
Got to be a
is it?
jingle every
Different one?
week. Every week, yeah, it can't be the
A
same.
different one?
Got to be on the spot.
What time is it? What time is it? If you know, then you know. Then you know.
Factoid of the day.
it is. Yes, sir.
That couldn't have been more similar.
Well,
than
sounds like
the
a theme
other
song.
You know what? I
like Factoid
did
of the day.
put it on the spot there. So next
Okay.
week you'll be a little bit more prepared to know what you're about to do.
For sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Why
I'm
is
okay
this
with
guy
that.
demanding new theme songs.
Hey,
for
man.
his
I don't know.
segment every
man.
Didn't expect
didn't-
it.
I didn't expect
Didn't
that
ask
either.
for it. Love it.
Power hungry.
Just like Pete continues to change up the roundup, I'm going to make Andy's Factoid special week to week.
We're still waiting for it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wouldn't be Andy's Factoid without some blatant disrespect towards Andy.
It's nebulous. Andy's factoid is nebulous. It's always changing. It's always changing.
So this one's coming from the Guinness Book of World Records.
Ooh.
Okay. I was sparked by a group chat that my good buddy and our good buddy Armin was in.
Oh, wow.
Someone gave him a Guinness Book of World Records for his birthday,
Which was yesterday.
which was yesterday. The gift was a little bit late. It was given today.
Oh, damn.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's a digital gift,
Hey,
right?
gifts.
Digital
Yeah.
gift.
Digital gift.
DG.
PDF.
That can be
PDF.
late. That can be
DGs
late.
can be late.
PDF, if you will.
Shipping times are all over the place. Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
So, this is just a straight up fact.
Okay.
And you're gonna
I
like this.
hope.
That's all we ask for every week.
But there's just no.
We're just looking for a fact. We're not asking for much.
What is this?
Hey, I'm just saying.
What is this?
I'm just saying. There's not going to be any controversy with this one, okay? Figure out what you guys want.
Just a fact.
I know,
Hey,
but
hey.
I'm saying this is a fact. I figured it out.
Finally getting what we want.
All right.
out here.
The world's oldest hotel has been operating since 705 AD.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, man.
But not the same.
Yeah. Exact same as it
Wow.
was in 705. No electricity.
No changes.
No modern.
changes.
No, I don't, definitely, obviously not. Okay, so it's the Nishiyama Onsen Kyunkan in Yamanashi, Japan.
Okay.
Holds the
Okay.
Guinness Book of World Records for being the oldest hotel. It's a hot spring hotel, and it sits at the foot of a stunning mountain named Akiashi Mountain.
Okay.
Sorry, mountains. It's not a single mountain. And since 705 AD, Fujiwara Mahito founded it back then.
Okay.
Wow.
So we're not talking about the Great Budapest over here. We're talking about
The Grand Budapest.
The Grand
Hotel.
Budapest.
Great Grand
The
Budapest.
Great Grand
Yeah.
Fantastical
Great
Budapest.
Grand Budapest
We're
Hotel.
talking about some shack at the bottom of a mountain that has a hot spring, one at a time. That's a hotel.
I like to think that the
Well-
Great Budapest Hotel is a motel,
Yeah.
but the Grand Budapest Hotel is a hotel.
Maybe,
I like to think of it as a Holiday Inn.
Okay, I'll take that.
Maybe
Sorry,
at
I
one
forget your
point-
question. I just couldn't stop thinking about the motel.
Or the motel. Or the Holiday Inn. They're all on my mind.
to go back to your point, yeah, maybe at one point it was that, but it's been in the hands of 52 generations of the same family.
Wow.
Family.
And Japanese
1300
live
years.
Japanese live a
Whoa.
long time.
Whoa.
On average.
Yeah. 1,300 years.
That's, you know what? That's an interesting fact.
It's a crazy fact.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
We could pull away at it. You know, we can pull strings all we want.
But we won't.
But we won't.
But we won't.
But
we
we
won't.
won't.
But
No.
we won't.
We won't.
It was well delivered. I don't have my puppeteering gloves on today.
Yeah, I'm putting the sticks down.
Yeah.
I'm putting the wires down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little X wooden things that they have. Yeah, I'm putting those down.
The only thing I'm holding up are my two hands to congratulate you.
Oh, I thought it was
Great,
thumbs. You're
No,
clapping? I'm
I'm
doing thumbs.
clapping.
My two hands are up too, and they're thumbs.
Okay, we'll do thumbs.
We'll do thumbs. I'll clap though.
No,
You can do you do thumbs. I'll clap.
We'll let you finish with thumbs. Hold your
Okay.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Salamat malam. Salamat sore. Salamat pagi. And whenever you're listening to this, Senpai Jumpa. How was that for a bye? Senpai Jumpa. Senpai Jumpa. One of my favorite buys of all time. It's
good.
actually see you. That's like see you. Yeah.
I forget all these minutes.
I'm gonna try to remember at least the high and the buys.
So good.
Trying to remember the high and the buys. So this was Alo and Senpai Jumpa.